Hello and welcome to Sowing Seeds into Men. This is Bishop Frank Stewart, and it's always my pleasure to be able to share with you what's in my heart. And we call it Sowing Seeds into Men. In fact, the person who's operating the camera, that's his brainchild from the Spirit. So I'm a person who don't mind using anything that works. I don't care where it comes from. And so the seed today, gentlemen, is a real leader. And of course, I'm assuming because you're a man, God has called you to leadership. A real leader will always be sought out for counsel. And that's true. In other words, if you're a man, if you have children, if you don't even have children, if you're married, if you're not married, because you're a man, many females or children or young people are going to look at you as a person that can give them information, just simply because God made you a man. And so the seed today is the first approach should be caring. In other words, as a man, you got to demonstrate when people come to you that you're going to care and understand they're coming to you because they believe you have something to offer them. And then the second is a part of the caring is being tender and with a loving, listening ear. And that's not always easy because we men, we have our own little idiosyncrasies and we're not always in tune with people who want to get advice from us. I have been accused many times of not listening and having our own mind turn in certain directions, and I know that. I taught in the Leadership Institute that we established years ago. I taught for many years communication. And in that class, after teaching for those many years, I recognized that although I was teaching communication, I had a challenge in listening too. And so, that was brought to my attention. And every time I taught that class, it reminded me that I need to be a listener. So let me finish this seed. The first approach should be caring, tender, and with a loving, listening ear. The second response should be the same, with a pinch of honest advice. In other words, when people come to you, they're not coming to you for you to just tell them anything. They need some honest advice. And the third response should be a teaspoonful of straight but honest advice about how the person should make some personal corrections. People are coming to you for advice, and ultimately the bottom line is that you should have a loving heart to be able to tell them the truth, but in a way where it can be received, in a way where it will not be causing them to hold their ears and run. That's not always easy. So I believe the first thing you have to do is just have a mind to care and know that if you give them honest advice, you have to use a lot of wisdom in doing that. Now, I have to do this all of the time, and I can tell the people straight up when I'm counseling them what to do, but sometimes being straight up is not the solution. So I'm always praying while I'm listening and asking God to give me the wisdom to say what I need to say to the person in a way that will not be offensive. And sometimes I'm successful, and sometimes I'm not. So let me share this seed again today with you, ye gentlemen. A real leader will always be sought out for counsel. The first approach should be caring, tender, and with a loving, listening ear. The second response should be the same, with a pinch of honest advice. And the third response should be a teaspoonful of straight but honest advice about how the person should make some personal corrections. And when that individual leaves you, whether they accept what you say or not, at least you gave them something to think about so they can do something different than what they had been doing before they came to see you. You keep loving the Lord, and I look forward to talking to you the next time we tune in. God bless all of you gentlemen. Remember, Frank Stewart at ZCF LA, if you want to have any comments or any suggestions, email me at frankstewart@zcf. Oh, bless all of you.